everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Nobody's Beauty Guru. Today I'm going to talk trash on companies. Shocking, I know. Today we're going to talk about brands that I don't support even though they're cruelty-free. You guys know that I am a cruelty-free beauty user, but there are some brands that I no longer support that are cruelty-free. And I want to tell you why. I don't think any of these are going to be particularly shocking. I don't think that any of these are going to be like, what? No. But just why I don't use them. You guys have talked to me about them a couple times. You said that you'd be interested in a video like this. So I'm going to go over a couple brands that I don't purchase from for one reason or another, and I'll tell you why exactly those reasons are. So first up is Lime Crime. I have never purchased from Lime Crime. By the time I got into makeup, by the time I got into making beauty YouTube videos, the whole scandal of the owner, I don't even know her name, the owner had kind of like put her foot in her mouth about a couple different things. She had overstepped bounds. She had I think there was legal action that was taken against people, and then there was the loss of secure payment information from their website. And just things had gone down. People were already kind of on the fence, didn't know if they wanted to support them or not, and I just went, no, you know what, I don't need to start off there. The indie brand scene wasn't really on my mind anymore. I wasn't really looking there anyway. By the time I started to look there, I was just kind of like, you know what, I would have to do an insane amount of research to figure out if I wanted to support these companies, and I've heard enough kind of wonky stuff, I'm just gonna stay away. So I don't support Lime Crime just because there's been enough stuff in the past that has gone down. There's enough bad taste in other people's mouths that I just don't need it. I don't need to get involved. I don't want to be questioned if I do or don't use it. So if I were to buy it, then people be like, why are you supporting them? They did XYZ, and I really haven't done my research to know or speak intelligently about XYZ, so I'm just not gonna go there. I don't use Lime Crime. Another brand that I do not purchase from, have never purchased from, and will never purchase from is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Been interested in his products in the past. However, a lot of his products are not meant for me. The kind of products that he puts out are not ones that I would necessarily gravitate towards. His eyeshadow palettes are not colors that I would really use. His lipsticks, some of them really were, but by the time I started getting into the liquid lipstick trend and starting to order online as opposed to buying in store, too much had happened. Too much had happened. And it is an absolute example of a brand owner creating an issue where then you can't support the brand. I would feel like a horrible human being if I supported that brand because it means supporting Jeffree Star, and I can't get behind him and the things that he does and the things that he says and his social media presence and him as a person. So it's a situation where the owner's personality has superseded my desire to purchase their makeup. I don't want to contribute to his life of excess and in-your-face ridiculousness. I just can't handle it. I feel no desire to get involved in the cult following that is his brand's lovers. And I get it. They're really cool, really unique products, but I don't like him. I don't support him, and I don't need his makeup. I have enough. In terms of another brand where the creator has kind of put their foot in their mouth and just been a little too extra, I'm having some issues with Too Faced. Jarrett and his sister Lisa, and just some of the drama that has gone down with their social media. And this is another situation where I stay out of the tea. I don't even get involved in it. I don't go on the gossip sites. I don't get involved. I just know that I've seen enough people upset with the way that collaborations have gone, upset with the way that they've been treated by the brand at events or in general, or the way that fans were treated or customers were treated. And quite frankly, I'm a little bit over the kitschiness of the brand. So in general, do I have Too Faced stuff? Yes. Will I continue to use it? Absolutely. However, if something comes up by them that I'm interested in, I will always look for a dupe first. I have not purchased from Too Faced since the Sweet Peach palette originally came out. I did get it during the original release. And then after that, I kind of was like, I don't think I like this brand anymore. Something didn't feel right. I got a yuck feeling from it, and I haven't purchased anything from them since. And honestly, nothing's come out from them since that I've been interested in. I'm not feeling inspired by anything they're putting out. so I'm not really upset about it, but I think Too Faced is probably going to be a company that I no longer purchase from. There's nothing there that's interesting me, and he's just kind of off-putting enough. Like the company in and of itself is off-putting enough for me to probably just stay away. Then we have Tarte. Tarte is one of these weird situations where they put out a foundation line without enough colors. We all know it. We all know how everybody feels about it, and it was shitty, and it was bad marketing. It was a bad business decision. I am not a lover of Tarte to begin with. I don't like their eyeshadow formula at all. Their mascaras flake on me week one. I've never gotten into their liners. I never got into their foundations. Their blushes are okay for me, but I don't have anything else by them. I'll use the blushes. I'll use that eyeshadow stick, but I don't feel like I want to buy from them. Not only because they put out a very uninclusive line, but also because their solution to that problem was like, oh, we're gonna put out 12 more, but it was really just 6 and 6 of different like formulas. I thought that was a pretty crappy follow-up. And then also just because I don't enjoy their makeup. There's nothing that they're putting out palette-wise, like anything. They haven't done a single thing that has enticed me in so long. I can't tell you the last time I saw something from them that I wanted. Like, some brands just click with you. That brand does not connect with me at all. I think the last brand that we have to talk about is the big elephant in the room that everybody's kind of making videos about right now and deciding which side of the fence they fall on, and that is Kat Von D. Sorry guys, the camera overheated a little bit, so I had to take a break. Apparently it got a little bit too spiced up from the Kat Von D talk too. I think that we all know exactly what's going on with this. Kat Von D's always been a little bit controversial. She has her Lolita line, she has her underage red, she had some dressing up in like neo-Nazi wear. She's always been on the edge of something that is pushing boundaries, pushing limits, using names, using references. Her own personal branding is a little bit out there, and some people aren't comfortable with it. I was fine with it. For the most part, Kat Von D is not a brand that I use a ton of. Why? Because I don't do a ton of that different color and the kind of things that she puts out. They're gorgeous, they're lovely, I don't use them. So what I have from her are like the contour palette and the Shade and Light eye palette. That's pretty much it, besides liquid lipsticks. And I do like what she's done. Like, this is Project Chimps. Part of the money went to like chimp reserves. I liked some of the stuff that she does in terms of that. This last recent bout of her anti-vaxxer and her coming out and staunchly saying that her child will not be vaccinated for reasons of being a vegan are ridiculous. I am not well versed in veganism. I'm not well versed in the medical field of anti-vaxxers or anti-vaccines, but I know where I fall on it. The point of being a vegan is to not harm things. It's to live a life as close to harm-free as possible. Not vaccinating your child is the very opposite of that. And there are, at least to my understanding, vegan alternatives for vaccinations and ways to still go about this, and ways to protect your child, the children around you, and the autoimmune impaired people in our communities. And it's just ridiculous to me. And she has come out and said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm letting you know what my decision is. Her decision is to be an anti-vaxxer, which makes her an anti-vaxxer. I don't know what's tricky about that. In general, I think that because there's not anything from her line that I love and have to have, because she very rarely has releases that I feel drawn to anyway, and because of her current stance, I am not going to be buying from Kat Von D any longer. That's just because I A, have plenty of makeup, and B, don't need more, and C, definitely don't need it from a company or a person. Again, the owner just influencing your love of a brand or your support of a brand. Kat Von D is her brand. Jeffree Star is his brand. And so when those people aren't people that you support, you don't support their brand, in my eyes, in my opinion. Will I use what I have already from Kat Von D? Yes. I'm not going to go throwing away makeup. That's not a part of the way that I use makeup, or the, like, affordably, financially, I can't afford to just throw away things on principle. And I don't do tutorials or things on here where I'm showing products enough for that to really matter. honestly, it's just a personal use thing for me anyway. When I do my makeup, I come on, it's already done. You're not really seeing what I'm using. And if somebody ever asks what I'm wearing, I'm more than happy to tell them. Those are the ones. Bye-bye to Lime Crime and Jeffree Star and Tarte and Too Faced and Kat Von D. That's 5 cruelty-free brands that I will no longer be supporting. Those are just my thoughts, just my opinions. As always, you're free to do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your face, your dollar, your makeup. So that is how I feel about those brands. That's why I don't support those brands personally. And if you have any thoughts or opinions, feel free to leave it down below. Leave it civilly, because anything else will just not be allowed. I'm not going to allow people to attack one another in the comments. And yeah, if you want to have a conversation or even a little polite argument, I am fine with that. Absolutely fine with that, but keep it civil or I'm going to block it. That is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, click that little notification bell, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye guys.